Alright, hello and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Hopefully everything's working as it should be. It looks like it's working as it should be, so yeah, let's just hit the load button and try and remember where the hell I was. Because I don't fully remember. Don't fully remember. That image does not invoke good. I mean, it could be a normal thing, but it looks all gooey. I mean, maybe some large-scale food processing thing, but who knows? Because I got no idea. No idea. I should have read that, but it was too late. What am I doing? Right, I remember coming... I'm in the freight line. Not entirely sure what I'm doing down here. Seen fit to observe his enforcers at work in gross investigation in the presence of the officer's deck. And yet it says I'm on the freight line, not the officer's deck. So... who knows? Let's walk around and explore. Have you heard the Lord Commander is stopping by? Well, I'm already here. Well, that's definitely going to switch over to here. Cognito dashboard controlling the rail junctions is lit up with indicators, lumens for each active hub. Each active hub's arriving at the departure announcements are pouring in. Okay, well, let's just make sure I've seen... ooh, free loot. Excellent, you gotta love that free loot. I think he's the dude I talked to when I first arrived. Well, that's not good. The very first thing I see as I come about to leave is blood in a very specific emblem. Can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times before the Lord take me. The captain will have our heads. Quite possibly. Is this the welcome you give a rogue trader? Whoever had the audacity to leave this behind, this appalling symbol, will see to the Master-at-Arms calls them to account herself. How did they even... the corner of the captain's mouth twitches nervously as he mutters, "Examine the mark." You have seen this sort of symbol before. Death cultists carve bleeding marks like this onto their own skin. Carves the same symbol on the back of her hand with a knife and whispers a prayer. Remember this sign, it is the beginning of your quest. The first blood trail. Do you know what this mark is? It resembles one of the symbols associated with the Bloodspun web. What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood. I think it's a prayer familiar to those in the compartment. We've heard spinners say it when they, well, perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. Oh shit, do I have to remember this? Sunless Shadows sank in the dark, slash V crescendo, fatal dance. Green autos, blood throwers, now her sacred blood. Why would they leave this mark here? You memorized the verse? Why? When I took upon my post here, I made sure to familiarize myself with all the peculiar qualities of this compartment. I soon heard about the verse and decided to investigate. I questioned a member of the people who follow the Bloodspun web as I was trying to figure out if there was anything pernicious about it, and eventually I learned the whole thing. The words are certainly strange, but it's nothing worse than that, it seems. Drivel and filth, nah. Why would they leave the mark here? Maybe it's something to do with them inviting you to visit the temple, quite possibly. From what I can tell, there's something like a prayer, so I am invited to follow. Well, I'll do what I can to follow. Off we go! Oh, so it leaves there for me. Avoid coming here, but I'm going to leave aboard. Ooh, train! Nice! Oh, look at all the boys lined up. Our own guardsmen of the decks. Our enforcers that pretty much wear guardsman garb. I'm not sure if it's the same quality. You'd hope it was the same quality as guardsmen. Provisions Depot. Oop, there. This is the last of the hub's vials for the work sale. Do you have any idea how much it costs? There, 57 ration cards. It's all I've got, I swear. Spent the rest on Rotgut again. I'm guessing I'm not doing you any more favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the pestilence pit. Yeah, that's what happens when you're on the drink. I hope you get hit by a train. And off he goes. Of course, he hasn't got a helmet. I'm going to assume that dumbass just traded away his helmet for more grog. Poor bastard. Ooh, Medicaid. And some cargo. Take it all. I gotta make sure I stay in the habit of saving my games constantly. Especially now that I'm playing Dragon Age again. Save at all times. Never missing the beat of the save. Because the game could crash and you lose it all. More of the mark. Make sure my shit's in the right positions. Yeah. Well, that's a weird sound. Glory to the captain, Lord Captainship. Glory to his Lord Captainship. I don't think I've heard them say that one before.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Well, that's not good. What's this burning about? I mean, you managed to build these shanties faster than we can burn them down. Well, what's going on with the shanties? I'm curious. Why are they burning shanties down? Lord Captain, the user puts the safety on the flamer and points the nozzle away. How may I serve? What are you doing? I'm curious. Burning the poor shacks. Lord Captain, the rabble build them, cutting off air supplies. Ooh, yeah, that's bad. How dare you cut off air supplies with your shanties? The next bay, making it difficult for the Inferni to work. We told the serfs to get out here time after time, but they won't listen. Captain Fencio has ordered everything to be burned down. Afterwards, this area is to be sealed off. Well, I have no more questions. Go about your duty.
Let's see.
I mean, they've been warned, and if they're that stupid to keep doing it, well, that's on them. There's some goods over here, so we're gonna jump across and get some free loot. Come on, guys. Free loot. Climb the ladder. And then jump for the loot.
That was barely a
Loot! Ooh, that's some interesting stuff. Ration cards. Wait, why are they acting as if they can be used later? You barely make out the crude scribble words. Then past the market. Sure, the enforcers you'll ruin entire operation on the tracks. I'll find a little gift. Give it to him and you'll see for yourself. Not sus at all.
unexpected result.
Well, it hurts me. Mercy, please save me. The young man gasps for air through burnt lips, slipping in and out of delirium. His skin is dripping from the gaunt body. He's melted wax from a candle. His eyes somehow intact, alive, clear, filled with pain, stare at you from under caked eyelids. Who are you and what happened? A cleaner. I was in my house asleep. Enforcers came to set fire to it. I didn't make it out in time. Gets some enforcers, Medicaid person here now. Better need a revival. Once he has recovered, assign him to the scribe's apprentice. He is too badly injured to go back to a worker's life. Blissful smile twisted the man's lips, and a tear forms at the corner of his ruined eye socket. God, Emperor, sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me here. Well, if I could have done heresy, I would have. Iconoclastic second, heresy first. When the Undying One is ready to accept a soul, it must be sent forth. So will it be freed from the torment of the flesh. Yet you have chosen to prolong this one's suffering. Your intentions perplex me. What do you know of the symbol? The spinner came, he painted the symbol, then he gave me water, and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and to recite it later, so that help would come, and here you are. Then I should recite the thing. To soot-smirched soul, her mercy she did not grant. Last breath expressed, knife met heart. Removed from chest, passed on to death. Her duty blessed, a balm for those who suffer anguish and distress. A prolonging brought to rest, a mortal bond soul divest. Help is on the way, just hold on a little longer. Of course, thank you. I'll take the iconoclastic points, though heresy is my preference. Oh, the shadow's been cast once more. Can I go down? Yes, I can. No, let's go down first.
True power.
Workers are here for a meet and greet. Someone with a name, perhaps to speak. Time worn loader, barely fit for purpose at this point, but the enforcers still seem to see to its complex maintenance at the lesser evil compared to hiring ignorant, clumsy rounders to do the job. The enforcers take bribes to put their people on the list, and everyone knows it. How long? There was the assignment to be freight trained several watches ago. Have families to feed. Open the door. Take the loot. Give me... Hey, hold on. Give me my loot. There we go. Alright, hold up. Use tech. Sights, lasgun modules, consecrated scrolls, and close the door. No, I said close the door. Go. Alright, let's do a quick save and talk to the person with a name. Excuse me. Lord Captain. Oh, right, this is this person again. I don't remember them. I should, but I don't. What brings you to this compartment? The famous cuisine and the magnificent vistas, no doubt. I seek the Bloodspun Web Tavern. Do you know where they are hiding? And what are you doing here? I'm here to patch up Savage Locomotive number 3. Savage Locomotive number 3. Interesting name. This squabble is my personal favorite of the entire freight line. Squabbler. Every couple of years, Savage gets mad, his boiler catches fire, and starts spitting steam at the repairman. Guess who they call to take care of it in these conditions? The Inferni, of course, but that's alright, I love Savage. When he's in a good mood, the feeling of standing at his levers and speeding down the freight line is indescribable. The roar of the boiler, the wheels thumping like mad, and all the furious power pulsing in your hands, responding to the slightest movement. How about I introduce you? I cannot turn down an offer like that. Let's catch a ride! As that poor servitor gets glitchy. Boy, I hope this doesn't send me somewhere I didn't want to go. But before he was covered in technical runes, lumens, and levers. The platform shakes with the boiler's mighty vibrations as the iron beast beneath your feet growls and snorts furiously. Squints contently whispers the litany of ignition before turning to you. The black-hearted fiend is angry and refuses to obey. Right now, Savage is powered only by the auxiliary maneuvering engine. We will need to start the main rotor if we want to take a trip down the freight line. Initiating the train, blessed algorithm, let not corrosive wear separate the wheel set. Let the traction drive receive the torch of the motive force, granted by the invisible hand of the Omnissiah. Let his grace strengthen the joints and supports that lift the body above the decay of the mortal tracks. Hear me, driver, and praise the machine god thrice. For it is only by his will that the miracle of sacred locomotion be accomplished. The blessing has been successfully executed. Listen to the rambling noise coming from the boiler. The stubborn machine does indeed seem remarkably similar to a wild beast. The roar of the mechanism resembles hoarse growling, and the scarlet glow of the lumens on the control panel makes you think of the malicious glare of a predator. The spirit of this machine is vicious, but strong and lively. Resolutely grab the lever. The deafening clang springs from Savage's innards, and the train shudders underfoot as it prepares to leap forward. Whoa, careful, your lordship. Don't let this monster smash us against the nearest wall. I am sure he would be all too eager. Put your hand on the biggest lever and gently give it a pull, very gently. Enric's face is focused, but his voice has not lost any of the playful cheer. Savage does not like being hassled. Grasp the lever and pull it gently. A Heretic jolts shake the platform, and an indignant groan emanates from the depths of the machine. An intense shudder passes through the lever and into the palm of your hand. There is a strange feeling of emptiness in your stomach. Savage's fiery heart is stirring. I wouldn't be surprised if it was somehow possessed by one of my Mauler fiends that inhabit my ship. Boy, I'd love to see just like an Easter egg of the Mauler fiend hiding somewhere in the shadows of these lower decks. That'd be awesome. Do you feel it? There is so much energy and defiance in him. This is a rocket, not a locomotive, unruly and enamored with speed, but quite willing to submit to a strong hand. There is almost a lively tenderness in his voice. Pull the lever forward towards you smoothly but firmly, then pump the fuel with this command rune. Unruly and defiant, but submits to a strong hand, much like yourself. Roguish gleam appears in his eyes. You don't say. Pull the lever and pump the fuel! A no explosion inside Savage shakes his iron body, causing your eyes to see double from the vibration. Now you are feeling his real power. He can run down the entire freight line in a minute, given the chance, but kill everyone who rides him at that speed. Now try applying some thrust to the main rotor, and grab these pair of levers and give him a firm tug. Reach for the ornately carved levers and awaken the beast. A torrent of steam bursts from the slit in front of your face, but Enoch definitely covers you with his shoulder. A moment later, you realize that you cannot hear a thing, or rather, you hear only one thing, the dragon's roar, triumphant and powerful. Savage has awoken and appears to have agreed not to kill us both. All hail the Lord Captain, you have subdued a mighty beast today. Now, I'm sure you have urgent business to attend to, and it's time for me to drive Savage down the line and see how he's feeling. That was quite intriguing, as I am pleased. Have a good trip. Change your plans. Full speed ahead. We're heading down the freight line. We're going in! Not quite. I said Savage is not dangerous, but not dangerous ends right here. He might pull a stunt and beg us both to death during the ride. Well, have a good trip. Off we get. We have elsewhere to go. Save it after that. Wait, can I get over here? Is that possible? Where's the game taking me? Uh-oh, it's taking me places.
Will bow.
It's taking me places I don't yet wish to go. First, we look around. Flute player. Well, we got the Pied Piper with the rat. In case it has some heresy or iconoclastic for me, I better check it out. A group gawks at the person watch the game. The flutist plays amongst the crowd, switching between different tunes. The wreck squeaks and plays. That just rolls around the ball. New workers immediately take their place. By giving into primitive pastimes, they try to forget the filth and poverty. Imagine a moment of relief. Watch the rat. The rat scurries around the board. Spurred on by the flute, its movements appear erratic at first glance, but after a while, you notice how constantly the ball seems to miss the goal at the very last moment. While the rat's clumsy, amusing scampering distracts the spectator, its nimble tail directs the ball away from the hole. Smart boy. 55%, sure, I'll take it. The next tune is catchy, but you forget about what is happening on the board. Sure, a fine show. That's a smart rat. Many a grand story the world generously is told. I swear on my own flute today I will add another to a fortune peddler Lord Grace gift from fate itself. Perhaps you would like to trade us some of the captain's fortune of your own, lordship. The flute player bows respectfully and gestures at the board. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. Curious looking flute. How did you come by it? My mother loved music. She used to hum playful melodies to me, and when she passed away I carved this flute from her hip bone. Ugh. Intriguing. Learn to play out of sorrow and respect for her memory. Are you suggesting we play a game? Please bless our little lark with your attention. Play fair. The man readies his flute and the rat dives under the board. You hear clawed feet scrabbling against the crate, and for a few moments later a golden ball pops out from the center. The rat almost manages to get the ball into the hole, but sharply changes direction right at the last moment. Then it happens again and again. At last, the ball hits the dead end, signifying your defeat. Another round, your lordship. You know I've heard wise visitors higher up. This little game offers more than just amusement. They say it's an opportunity to test different strategies, to learn more about others and yourself. Cut a button from your sleeve and throw it to the man. I've heard And my full entertainment for today. Sure, why not? That was close, your lordship. Would you like to play again, or was that enough? I've had enough for the day. Thank you. There was showering me with your ration cards. Something belonging to your lordship. Fortune is giving me the right to stay. That's good for now. You may be cheating, but I don't really give a damn. Let the entertainment stand. Commerce? What's going on here?
Triumphant.
Judging by the merchant's round, well-fed face, the rusty junk laid out on the counter is merely a smokescreen for more valuable and likely illegal goods that are now hidden from idle glances. Yeah, sounds about right. That just brings us around, but these guys have name. Technically, they have things above them when I light it up, so we'll see what the beggar's got. A group of beggars rattling their armed mugs and ostensibly displaying their hunger-stricken bellies of various disfigurements. A toothless man falls to his knees before your lordship. Spare a throne for those who cannot get what's jabbish. Ignore the beggars, get lost. I'd kill them if it gave me heresy points, or something. Sure, take some of this. You have name, I shall speak to you, or not. Laborer down below. Okay. This will lead... Hey, hold on. Wait, does that mean I could have... No. It's just the way it looks is a bit weird is all. From here, this looks like it goes to a dead end. Well, that says dead man, so I wonder what that's about. I mean, if he literally has the name Dead Man, he's probably about to jump. A sinewy middle-aged man watches the bustle of the bay with a detached expression. Every so often, whenever his eyes linger on the blood marking scribe nearby, his face changes strangely and his hands clutch into fists. Just as you begin to hear the rumble of an approaching train, the man's gaze turns towards the tracks. He leans forward. You don't even think of marring the underside of my train with your entrails. And what do you think you're doing? What? I didn't... The man starts and almost falls, but manages to keep his balance. In the dim lumen light, you notice old scars scattered across his body. The scars seem vulgar, vaguely familiar. I am registering this man's intent to use the train tracks for purposes other than those intended by the design. I categorically demand that the unit's self-disposal be carried out using methods that do not violate the catechism of maintenance and operation. Your eyes always return to that bloodstain. What do you know of it? It's a symbol of the Bloodspun web. I come here every watch, but it hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. He smiles strangely. The man's faded eyes go wide as he notices her, my companion. His voice quivers. Have you come to take me to the other side? I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you. The man lets out a dull groan and turns back to the symbol again. But then why? Why is it here? You seem like you're about to take your own life. Are you having a rotten day? My whole life has been rotten, and I have only myself to blame. I've tried to change things, fix things, but I always ended up here, so evidently I accepted the truth. Look at the man's scars. Scars all vary in length, width, depth, and shape. However, you notice a pattern in the way the scars are aligned, as well as the series of faded symbols on the man's rough skin. Death cultists bear similar marks on their bodies. But spinners are constantly renewing their wounds, but this man's look long since healed. You bear similar scars. I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be at a certain junction at the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot, then I waited. An hour, 2, 5. The junction was empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me the whole time. It was my turn to go to the Undying One, but I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. I ran. Humankind follows his own path as to do. The monkey would be the one who lost his path. This monkey would be the one who has lost. Alright. But the spinners simply let you go. They made no attempts to find you and kill you. There was no pursuit. I thought I'd seen the Black Blades the very next day. Instead, years passed without them taking my heart. I tried starting a new life, but the horror never stopped eating away at me. When I got truly desperate, I went to the Temple of Death myself, but no other there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, so it was gone to the Undying One. They looked through me like I wasn't even there. I've lived like this for 20 years, like a coward, like a dead man. You were ordered to die? For what reason? But for those who chose the righteous path, they earned penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence. For cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretendance. It takes what it is due in essence. He stops, then adds hoarsely. The third verse of the Song of Trailing Blood. The Vizier recited it to me before sending me on my final assignment. I didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. There were plenty of reasons. I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crew who didn't deserve their wealth, and I took their thrones. I killed enforcers who looked into my eyes without fear because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenets. I realized it, but I couldn't help it because I enjoyed it. Have you killed any more innocent souls since you ran? No, I've been afraid to touch my own knife since that day. Thought it might just stab me on its own, but the temptation is always there. Put you in the innocence, I will purge myself here. I will not judge you, nor will I decide your fate. As the Emperor's anointed, I feel I overturned the physics today. The cult ruined your life, but for what? And for what? For a few mere killings? You're right. The Vizier taught me to serve, to kill. I did what I was chosen, and they punished me for it. They kept me living in fear almost my whole life. The man's colorless eyes filled with malice. Thank you for opening my eyes. As so to return for the dead man to disappear along with his creators. Heresy! She's not going to like that. He severed souls from the bodies before their fated time, not because he honored death, but because he enjoyed killing. He did not have that right. No one does. Well, heresy points for the win. Actually, how many do I have now? And how close am I to the next rank? Ooh, I'm kind of close, I think. At least according to that. Ooh, I only need 10 more points for a next level of heresy. Awesome. Give me my heresy points. Yeah, this one needs 200, and it's going to take a while. But yeah, I'm 10 points off rank 3, which gives me Gift of the Warp. Any psychic phenomena increases the momentum of the Rogue Trader's party by +2 to 10 instead of decreasing it. Yay! What would this be? The Rogue Trader and their allies spend 30 less momentum when activating a heroic skill. Oh, that would be nice. Oh well. This appears to be a dead end, but why did it bring me here? Maybe to hear the verse? That's all I can assume. I'm gonna say that assumes it takes me the long way around. Excuse me. Let's continue on.
How fascinating.
Ooh, free stuff. More ration cards. Enforcer, nothing to say. Let's take a quick save after I picked that up and found it. 12. Interesting. Some liquid flows among debris. Not cool. Who left that there? How many times do I need to tell you, ungrateful maggots? Mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy in the throne's name, I beg you. Battered worker throws himself at your feet and touches the toe of your boot with his dirty palms. Your gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost, the emperor's baton pummels the man's back and shoulders several times. His bones crack audibly. My sincerest apologies, Captain. Your boot, I'll clean it right away. A murmur of discontent breaks among the gawkers who have gathered around. None of the other workers dare come closer, but the anger on their faces is plain to see. I intend to hear this man out, your lordship. I work hard, never even take breaks to rest, and all I earn is 7 ration cards with 15 mouths to feed back home. Damn, dude! 7 to 15? You're a fool. You're only earning that much, and you've got that many mouths to feed. Does none of the other 15 mouths to feed work? It shake me down every shift, just like they do every other hard worker who Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutri-Bars a few watches ago and 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you just because I took pity on you. And this... you quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn. And today you earned 15 in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share? I didn't do them in. It was an accident. Lucas up himself cows because they got their heads bashed in by crates. The dead don't need their rations. Psyker, okay? Or a pack of carrion eaters fighting over a single scrap of rotten flesh. Am I to understand that these brothers are appropriating earnings from workers after their shifts? We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute. The rabble are lying and thieving lot. We have instructions to stay on alert for people holding more than their standard amount of rations to prevent supply embezzlement and famine. I mean, that sounds fair. They do take our cards, your lordship, and then grow fat using them for themselves. Oh boy, there's a lot of options here. Okay, let's keep the mouse away from the options. Wait, can I... Oh, I can do that. Oh, that works better. I'll keep my finger only on the up and down button. Gaze proudly and solemnly at the crowd. Would I have achieved glory if I had complained about every hardship among my path? No, I have pressed ever onward in spite of the adversary. So must you, and we will remember your names for it. Consider yourself discharged, thief. Tomorrow you will stand here and queue for a work assignment like all others. Turn the card. Do not abuse the position again. Every crime is punished accordingly. I find no protection to thieves. You both deserve punishment. Strip the arbitrary force of his rank and give lashes to the thief. Add note to a sagely... Add a note of sagely depth to your voice. Society, you see, is much like a boot. Okay. Its toe proudly directs the foot of the Imperium forward, and yet it needs a soul to stand on. You are a soul, good people, that you are down here choking on dirt without ever seeing a sliver of light is not the result of someone's ill will, but rather it is the logical order of the world. I hope that understanding this fact will help me make peace with the destiny and free you of your spite. Yeah, that's not going to work on the less intelligent rabble. Probably suddenly at the crowd. Fuck. That was you. Let's just do this one for the moment. Your inspiring visage, just like one they use for the propaganda posters, sends the serfs into a frenzy of rapturous cries. Well, they made you famous far beyond the bounds of your home system. Interesting. Your illustrious glory made you famous far beyond the bounds of your home. How did I get this? What choice did I make to get that? Sends the serfs into a frenzy of rapturous cries. You hear them channeling all their hopes to overcome the odds, just as you did. Even the beaten man stares at you with a wistful smile on his lips. I'm going to have to look at my traits to figure out how the hell I got that one. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His oddly piercing gaze sized you up the whole time you were speaking, but now he has hastened to conceal himself before the gawkers. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurriedly deep. That's not sus at all! May the Guardian protect you and all the house von Valencia's Lord Captain. Well, that seems to have been... Yeah, who's that guy? He's sus. Sus man is gone. Okay, I need to look at my traits and figure out what did I choose for that. Traits, it'll be like the origin choices. Origin talents probably. Forge world, forged by purpose, no. Sanctioned Psyker, locomotive, locomotive system. Forgeable character, oh, okay. Sanctioned Psyker, pyro, brand of shame, illustrious glory, here we go. You single-handedly saved a pilgrim ship by stopping the warp breach while traveling through the Immaterium. That's probably what it was. I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing it was illustrious glory, one of the choices I made at the beginning of the game. I'm going to assume that's what it is. Enforcer.
Embrace true
Enforcer
power.
officer. Ooh, what does this do? Yes, move it down carefully. Great, activated. Look. Okay. Why do I feel like there's a puzzle before me? Let's save it just in case. During each shift, the railway hubs direct thousands of containers carrying the rogue traders' cargo to various destinations and compartments. Cool. Move containers.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Despite your efforts, it does not budge. Ooh, I failed. Quick save, reload. Because I don't care, and I want to... I won't do it in combat, but these kind of things, fuck it. I want to see the success, and I don't care. And now it takes forever to load. God damn. Oh, this is what I get.
Intriguing.
Right, yep. Click on that.
Who thought
I mean,
that
it's...
was a good idea?
Oh, come on. 75%, man. Base, 100%, 30%. Maybe not... I mean, seriously. It's a 25% chance. How have you failed that twice? Man, my luck must suck. I still don't know what that is. I look at it and I see like a thick, dense goop in the upper area that looks like it'd go down and fill this. There's people crowding around it. I feel like it's some form of food process. Like some form of liquid, goopy food. Oh, come on, really? Oh, I succeeded that time. Hold up. Oh no, what did it say? It didn't say anything. It just said, succeeded, I gained points, but I don't know what moving it even did. Come on. What did moving it even do?
The world.
I don't know. That's annoying. What did moving the crate even do? Oh, well. Okay, I opened the door. Wait, what? Oh, now they're all gone. What? Oh no, this is something else. I got confused by the angle of things. Oh, hold up. There's more switches now. Quick save, I have no idea what these switches will do. I see. I moved the box so I could grab the thing. And then lift it? No. Okay, how do I get the thing to grab? Okay, here we go. Secure it. Okay, so that's what the check was for. That's why nothing happened. Now, flip the... Oh, couldn't someone else flip the switch? Okay, so I had to move the thing so I could get the crate. You know what? I might as well move it down here.
The world trembles beneath.
Okay, now let's see what's back there. Someone has sketched a hastily portrait of a worker with a red scarf over their face. The artwork still reeks of chemical pigment. Judging by the layer of flaked off paint, it has been removed several times already. Okay, what's in here? Oh, hello! What? Who are you? No, don't make noise. They shoot everyone. Please don't tell them. Well, whatever's... Oh, it's a pick! Power pick. Intriguing. Let's take a good look at it. It's got some okay stats. Piercing Strike. This weapon has extra attack action. This weapon has an extra attack action, which increases AP of all subsequent attacks that made the same target, plus 10 for a round. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'll take it. I don't know if anyone can effectively use it. But that's cool, I guess. I think that's all for me to search here. I guess we're gonna move on. Go in the direction of the sus guy. there's a possible dead person over there. Oh, it's the first time I've seen a rogue trader up close.
Experience. Nothing
Move
matters
some
more.
crates. What happened to this guy? He has loot. Oh, that's just... Oh, that is just loot. Oh, what does it reveal? Ooh, some goods. Sweet, more ration cards for some reason. Clearly we go in that direction. Blueprint has smudged this symbol slightly. The treads lead towards the slums. Well, let's open this door and see what we got. Open! Oh, what's going on? Saving, so something's about to go down, perhaps? Oh! Thief leader! Several people are eagerly rummaging through the rack filled with weapons from the Enforcer's arsenal. A big man with a pack-marked face is the first to react to your presence. He attracts the other's attention with a piercing whistle and barks, "Who are you?" There's not supposed to be anyone. It doesn't matter. Identify yourself. Take a closer look. Makeshift armor peeks out from underneath their rugged clothes, and their battered weapons display a patchwork of crude repairs. The group stares longingly at the rack where the good plasteel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. You notice that the little finger of every person's right hand has been cut off. It is hardly a coincidence. Realize the full extent of their unenviable position. Before you stands Lord Captain Dracaza von Valencius, master of the vessel and everything on it, including those goods you are pouring at with your unwashed hands and your miserable lives as well. They will turn to stare at you in disbelief and exchange heated whispers. The excitement is interrupted by the leader's roar. "What are you gawking at? Hurry up and bend knee. Your lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It's not every day you see a rogue trader. I am surprised they're being so formal for thieves. I wouldn't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. Suppose you may be of some use. I shall permit you to take a few of the basic weapons and leave. Serve the ship well." That's an interesting one. And you are? The Hard Nines? Well, that explains why they have one of their fingers cut off, and my nose is being annoying. I mean, a brotherhood from Transport Bay 9. Don't think we're parasites. We do our bit for the prosperity of the ship. We're sort of assistants to the enforcers, self-appointed. We make sure that order is maintained in compartments where the enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. We put a stop to robbery and free thinkers as well. We accept a small contribution as it shows. So they're kind of a mafia, running protection in a way. I mean, it's like the less shit mafia and like a good kind of mafia in a way. Expect anyone to be here or the enforcers? You all have a little fingers cut off. It's our gang's edition, right? A finder edition by voluntarily removing a finger. The newcomers show their determination and willingness to join us forever. It's also a badge of honor. Yeah, sounds good. Did not expect anyone. I wish Fenso, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightening the screws, damn it. We can barely breathe. Today's the last time we'll come over to this compartment. And tell me why. You could execute us, but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill their heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray to the archenemy. There have always been outlaws on this ship. You're better off with outlaws like us. We don't go too far, and who keep the heretics down. Well, I suppose they could be of use. One day I'll realize the depths and wisdom of your decision, but in the meantime, I will pray that this... It's the lesser evil. Hear that, boys? The Lord Captain is expecting good things from us. We can't let him down. His cronies make amend sounds of approval. We will fulfill your command to the letter. It's the lesser evil. He is right. One evil keeps the worse evil at bay, basically. And if he fucks up, I'm sure the enforcers will deal with it. You know, enforcers will enforce.
Seize the opportunity.
And now to loot more of my own ship. Ooh, look at that. You know, I mean, I've seen their faces. They've seen me. I'm sure I put the fear of the God Emperor in them a little bit. So even if they were being a little nefarious, they'll be less nefarious than they were before. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. Right, so I still can't get over here. And man, there's a lot of loot over that area that I really shouldn't be able to see at the moment, but I can. So let's go deeper. Oh, it's quick shit. That's the sus person again, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember what he was wearing, but why are they hugging? And the kids have been waiting for you. How was your shift? Feel like something's about to happen. We worked hard. I helped out a friend with the loading, and he gave me some cards. Take them, exchange them for new shoes. Yours are all worn out. Oh, thank you. I've already made your bed for you, so once we've eaten, you'll go rest, the little one, and I will head out to the marketplace and leave you in peace. Why didn't you send me such a wonderful wife? Really? Nothing bad's gonna happen? Why'd it give me a cutscene for that? I mean, cutscene happens, something nice is happening, and you expect something bad to happen, and nothing bad did, so... That's the first time seeing the Road Trader up close. Leave. Glory to the Lord Captain. I mean, seriously? Nothing bad happened? Oh, oh hey, it's the thing from the loading screen. I'll get some besides sludge this time. Well, that looks like just a lot of sludge. And that thing needs some cleaning and maintenance done on it. Because that's a lot of hardened goop. Like, seriously, where's the tech priests to keep that shit in working order? Oh shit, it's just doing the same thing again. Hold up. Well, at least I was right, it was food related. Wait, hold on. Can I... Nope, guess I can't. Hey, I live here. You keep waddling in right through. Okay, my home. Oh, shoot, unbelievable. Athletics to cross. Well, it looks like I gotta go down. Let's cross. More goods for the taken. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with these ration cards, but I'm just stealing my own people's ration cards. Hope they serve a purpose. Because I'm just stealing everybody's ration cards right now. Hold up. What did I miss here? Oh, it's up here. It's got something. The wearer deals +10 to Xenos and demons. If the wearer has Conviction Dogmatic, this bonus is doubled. Well, I'm sure that'll be useful for someone. Even a place as dismal as this, people have managed to eat, set up a small altar at which they pray. It is relatively clean and well maintained. Yes, says a child.
The world will bow.
Oh, loot. More rations. Just stealing people's various bits of loot. And full circle. Okay, back. Is there a way down here? Oh wait, there's something up here. Almost missed it. Thank God for map. Okay, tell me, is there a way down there? Ah, yes, there is. A path that leads down. Ugh. First time seeing Rogue Trader, glory to Rogue Trader, Vac God, blindfolded old man. Well, let's just go over here before I start interacting with things.
Let's see.
Look over here. No, don't gawk. It's the Rogue Trader. Okay, we'll stand back over there and we'll go slowly. Let's quick save, and first we'll talk to the blindfolded old man. What say you, old man?
Guides my
Oh,
gaze.
I heard something. Old man in pitiful rags listens intently to the sound of your footsteps. Stinking piece of cloth is wrapped around his eyes with greenish pus oozing out from under it. The old man lays his trembling hands protectively on the heap of junk that serves as his bed, as well as his table. An empty beggar's mug makes a clinking sound next to his withered leg. Throw a strip of dried ration meat into his mug. Here, have something to eat. The old man ravenously sinks his remaining teeth into the meat's tough fibers, and as soon as he's chewed and swallowed the piece whole, could this be a true miracle of the Emperor, or is it just another dream? What happened to your eyes? The void rats gnawed them out while I was sleeping. Ooh, damn! Savage rats! And the sewer water my wounds were washed with was infected. Ugh. This guy got fucked! Turns out, the pain became a stinging feeling that wouldn't go away, and it only got worse. How does a blind old man manage to survive in a place like this? People help me. Good people. Not so good ones, too. Sweeps his withered arm vacantly across the slums. Leave the old man be.
Predictable.
These crates are typically used to transport weapons. The worn away markings make it impossible to determine where the shipment came from, and the scuffed surface indicates the crates have been moved frequently. Must have been that came up. Okay, let's try talking to a guard. Nothing. No one here has any kind of unique name outside of that guard, so we'll do that and see what happens. Okay, or not. The food vat is protected from the vicious hungry mob by equally vicious thugs wielding makeshift weapons. Don't think there's anything else for me to click on, so I guess we're going down. Once more the symbol. The longer you stare at the mark, the quieter the sounds of the station become. The shadows grow larger and seem to stretch in directions of the adjacent section. Oh wait, there's goods over there. Let's grab them. Take the goods. Oh, I need to click on that so I can see what I need to see.
Unexplored.
The shadows
Oh, that's
reveal
trap.
their secrets.
Who said they got trapped this place? Not
Do
cool.
what I must.
Ooh, that was paper. Hold up. Paper. Scrap parchment. Give our gift to the one who sees nothing, but he is everything. Then the truth will be revealed to you. Well, that could mean a lot of things. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I had a thought. Give our gift to the one who sees nothing, but he is everything. The truth will be revealed to you. Hold up. Back to the blind man. He may have something. Quick save. Speak to him again. There, next to you. Weapons are usually transported in crates like these. I want to look inside. Weapons? The old man's voice sounds frightened and pitiful. How would something like that wind up at the bottom of the bilge compartment? This is like a rush you guys into his mug. Perhaps a gift for you will convince you to show me. I will simply look into the crate of yours. I will not take anything. I do not mean to alarm you. I simply wish to learn more about the people's lives. Your people? Could it be our Lord Captain? Our benefactor? Is it really you? The old man looks shocked. Our gracious Lord, we know you well. Your charity gets us through the day, and we pray for you always. But what are you doing down this? Please hurry away before they know you're here. They're plotting something terrible. This crate. It's where they hide their... Ah, the poor old man! Cold voice filled with the promise of death mutters, pathetic fool. There's our secrets are gone out the shitter. Folks, we're gonna have to make some noise. A common worker, her face so nondescript it looks almost scrabbed off, is aiming a weapon at you that's produced seemingly out of nowhere. Leave no witnesses. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Shit's going down. Run away, rabble, run away.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
I'll bleed you.
Who are these idiots? I mean, they clearly recognize me as the rogue trader. What fools are these? You know what, let's go over here and point blank blast them good and proper. Now, I could probably actually get more kills by doing this. They're pretty weak, so let's give them a good and proper blasting.
I need no government. Satisfied.
Oh, quad kill. No, overkill. Man, it's been a long time since I played Halo. Overkill, if I recall, is 4. Yes, I think overkill is 4. I could be wrong. Again, it's been a long, long time.
I will try.
My Lady of Death. Take a mark. And that's really all I can do. Let's get a nice line of death for you, my lady.
Unseen.
First shot. Nice double kill. Take a shot at him. Ah, damn. I can't take any more shots. Well, that guy did have cover, so you know what, I'm going to do this so you can get an extra turn when someone else kills him. Oh, the foreman. I didn't realize there was a guy called the foreman. I'd have helped him. Let's try and keep the foreman alive, shall we? Move to here, then charge at this guy.
Sound approach. I took care of this one.
Don't think I can get in a position where it won't kill that guy, and that's only going to get 2 of them.
Will be done. Reduced to dust.
And then do
Victory is
this.
imminent.
I want to try and keep the foreman alive. I'm going to try to anyway. I wasn't expecting combat here, I'll say. This was a surprise. Come on, I gotta keep my boy alive. Pascal. Oh, right, I wanted to swap Pascal's weapons around, didn't I? Nope, that's an overcharge. Get an AoE blast in there, Pascal. Protect the foreman! I can't move you anywhere else. Right, I did boost you, but these guys have pretty good defense. Fuck up their ranged weapons. Hunt on the trail of that guy. That'll give you an extra turn. We'll curse mark. Actually, let's move you over here. You could probably kill them all with your navigator's eye, but I'd like to give this guy here a curse mark.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Yeah, I'll do that and it'll kill all of them.
Witness the fury of House Orselio.
I'm gonna make sure this guy's nice and dodgy.
Accustomed to being ordered around.
I want the foreman to live. The best chance you've got is really coming over here. And hey, hold on, where's your weapons? Hold on. Why was she on that one? Ah, damn it, why does this weapon being unequipped? That's weird. Oh well. Slice him up. Nice. I do want her to be dual wielder, but it'll take time.
I shall not fail.
Jump. Jump
Trust
again.
The shadows will see it.
Dance. Oh shit, no, that sends her back. That was the wrong one. Which one did I want? I want Dance Macabre, which was there, and then it sends her back to where she began. Actually, Dance Macabre should actually get me over here. I want to Dance Macabre. And then Death Whisper, I think, should be a killing blow. Oh, there's a guy over there. I didn't see him. That's 2 here. Nice. You know what? I think that'll be the end of your turn. Take a shot.
I deal death with my hands.
And we're good. I kept the foreman alive. That poor old man. Are you alright, Lord Captain? Those cutthroats didn't hurt you, I hope. The man's prosthetic leg has been shot, and he carries his weight awkwardly. The man fought valiantly. The locals and the enforcers all call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say I'm in charge here, in this hole of a place. You recognize the shoddy red beard and the keen black eyes. This is the man who was watching you during your encounter with the enforcer? Oh, shit! Since you're in charge here, well, that's what happened. What happens is no concern. So, what happened? I'm not sure. Perhaps those freeloaders believed in the tales of the Nemesite. As it happens, I've complained to that bast to Commander Fensors about some idiots who have been painting pictures on the walls, inciting people. And what did he say? I've got everything under control. Had I known it would come to this, I'd have nabbed those sods and thrown them in the pestilence pit myself. And now we'll be pestered by enforcers to no end. Void damn it all. Who was Nemesis? Who was the Nemesis? Just a story they tell around here. There's this chap they say wanders the lowest deck, having the poor who can't earn a living for themselves and standing up to the officers and enforcers in defiance of the weak. Except he's just a story and nothing more. About what happened? Well, in your case, he'll certainly hear you out and not, you know. Want to pile the ration cards? Hand to the people? I swear, I saw you near there. What were you doing there? Watching one of my workers take a beating, I feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. The foreman smiles wearily, showing his yellow teeth. Almost all the front ones have been knocked out. I've stuck out my neck in the past, not doing it again. Tell me about his life on the lower decks. They toil day in and day out for the glory of the ship. The rest of the time, they do their best to survive. Face it, with hunger, the more deranged of the enforcers, void, leprosy, fires, floods, noxious fumes. The foreman lists those on his fingers, although he has fewer than nature average to work with. In a word, it's a decent enough life. If you work, you survive. If you freeload, you also survive if you're clever. Well, if the God Emperor wills it. And what are you cooking in the vat? Believe it or not, this soup is made from mold slime and technically drained water. Has been simmered here in the vat for the last 200 years non-stop. See the growth on the walls over there? We harvest it, dry it, use it to season the soup. If we're lucky, the smell attracts the void rat and someone gets to eat meat in their bowl. The foreman points their finger proudly toward the vat. It's for those who can't even earn a ration card. I feed them in exchange for service or favors. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. People keep an eye out on workers trying to eat 2 bowls one sitting. One is enough to fill your stomach for an entire watch. Some complain about the taste, of course, ingrates. Well, I'll give you what I got. He opens and closes his mouth in astonishment. Lord Captain, you've just helped some good people survive. I'll divide the cards among them, and be sure to tell them that it was your lordship who did them the good in turn. Stack of rations. No idea how many that is. 3 in eclectic. Do you know where it is? The cultists don't seem to like me on the... The cultists don't let people like me let me in on their rights and mysteries. I'm grateful to them for the service to the Emperor, but, to be honest, I can't get behind their love of death. I'm much too fond of living. Fair enough. That poor old man, he didn't deserve to get shot. But there's looting to be had. So I wonder when you're supposed to do that. I think you gain access to the... Oh shit, that's a stolen autocannon. And some autocannons. Damn, dude, they were hoarding some shit. Shipment of stacks, econs, juice cartons. Bastards. I'll keep the stolen autocannon just in case. I didn't want to click on you, I wanted to loot. Tons of knives, shit pistol, oh shit weapons.
Embrace true power.
Greens, mold. Well, that seems to be everything in here except for one person who was in the back. Alright, I need to reset up her weapons. For some reason, she doesn't have any. She should. I can give her... No, not me. I can give her this sword and a pickaxe, I guess. She should have dual wielding. 17 to 25%, 18... Oh, 8 to 10, 5%. Let's check. I think I gave her dual wielding. Steady hand, Death's Thorns, dueling mastery, no. Combat master, no. Perfect opening, deadly calculation, swift, immense demise, you will not die, dance macabre, acrobatics, death walls, steady hand, no. Blade dance, no. Blade in his hand. Does give by blade dance its allies? No. Death calls assassin, fortune, blood. Alright, fine. I'll go to the archetype page because I'm fairly certain. Common talents, events, support, events. Bolt weapon expert, which is proficiency. Dual weapon combat. Okay, so I do have it. Dual weapon specialist. I definitely want to make sure I get that. Whereas dual weapon combat and melee weapon expert. Melee weapon specialist. So what does this do? Additional attack with the second weapon suffers no penalty or increases the cost of if the first was either a sweep of an axe or a shove. Or increased cost if the first. So Yeah, I need to get this so I can get that. So the second attack suffers no penalty. Yeah, I need to make sure I get that then. Right. Let's save it after I've done that. And I guess we're going further south.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Yeah, so I went back to talk to the old man about the note and discovered something completely different. Man, I could have missed that if I didn't go back to talk to the old man. This is where the sick and broken are herded to die for their various diseases. Don't touch anything. Stench of decay is bad. Goods, outcast, Medicaid. Oh. Stop being so bloody difficult. What's that thing the death cultists say? Your time has come, or whatever. Or what have you. No, please, what did I do? And he gets Spider kicked in the van. Talk about being everywhere at once. How about we take his stuff to the marketplace? We'll get to eat soup tonight. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, leader of the outcasts. We'll deal with him in a moment. It's courage, rotten flesh, Medicaid.
Operation successful.
Severe but curable disease. One vial of Medicaid administered in the early stages would have saved him. Well, shit. The outcasts. A figure is decaying, tatters is rocking to and fro, muttering, are you here to take Zender to the other side? No, 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 no. You're not wandering on the decks looking for the light, but nowhere to be found. Do you really not see it? The symbol next to you? I've seen decks before. Is this another one of the songs of trailing blood? Oh yes, oh yes. The song, here, listen, listen. She wandered an eternity in dark, yet was consoled, web foretold. Undying one's blood secrets glowed, a light to guide her faithful fold. But threads must end, and so the spider did that which was owed, her life and death to ship bestowed. And you'll see if you learn to see. Look into the darkness, look, look. Peer into the darkness. God, something fucking spider kicks me in. You peer into the darkness and are gradually able to make out the outlines of objects hidden in the shadows, rotting corpses, rough walls, the twitching death throes of infected people left here to die. You see no light in this place, only more darkness and despair. You don't see, do you? You don't see. Shakes her head frantically, tearing off her wag, strips of the K, peel off. You will not see until you become the Zera, the flesh and the blood of this ship. How do you become the flagship's blood? We'll show you, and you'll see the light. Come, come now. Leave your mark of life in this day. Leave your mark on life in this bay. Plunge into the ventilation shaft and become the flagship's blood. Shit, I'll deal with that later.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Why did it pause? As if we'd seen a... Oh, a trap.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
No idea. Only you can know if you're proud. Excuse me. If worn by Death Cultist accident, when the wearer gains a stack of blood bliss, they also gain +10 toughness for 2 rounds. Does not stack. If worn by hair, whenever the wearer kills an enemy, that enemy explodes in a fountain of blood. The cells around are covered in blood. God damn, I want those for her. Holy shit, you're using those items, girl. Oh, cells are... Mental damage. No, that's definitely the better item. I mean, you're gonna lose some strength, but it's an acceptable exchange. Effectively blood vial. That's quite the acceptable exchange. I really wish I could just click on this. You know. Doesn't have exploit. While using... No. Whenever they kill an enemy. Hey, hold on. Isn't she supposed to be wearing her blood mask? What happened to her mask? The last time I played, she had her mask on. I remember that. Has there been some updates that removed some things and have kind of fucked me? Fine, take a bonus to resolve. You can wear that. I'm disappointed. I liked her mask. Oh, man! I mean, I could give her a hit chance and... Oh, man, I liked her mask, though. Oh, sad. Yeah, gain hit chance and crit chance, I guess. It's annoying. I feel like I got screwed there. Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna get myself a servo skull. Why not? That's seriously disappointing. Wait, how come those weren't spotted before when I did all the things?
Just as he ordained.
Man, that's so sad. I liked her mask, and since the last time I streamed it, it got taken away. Sad. I want the mask back. She looked good in that mask. Death cultist, dead man. Why are they T-posing for dominance here? That's, man, if it actually says they're like T-posing for dominance when I click on this. The one who called himself a dead man, having exiled from Revenge of the Spinners and plays motion on this. Oh, they okay, so this is broken.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Apparently, okay, I'm gonna quick save and reload because apparently these people are dead. Apparently they're dead. I need better swords for my new girl. She'd probably have better gear if I swear there's like a bureaucracy expansion coming in December. I don't know where I read that. But I swear that's something that's coming. And it kind of annoys me because I remember reading it, but I can't find it again. Okay, they're still standing. And it's just a basic bitch knife.
Intriguing.
Okay, the controls. That'll take me back up to the beginning. Come over to here where that guy is. Oh, and then dude. Oh, that's the person I was meant to follow. Okay, let's deal with this cultist, the outcast leader. The specimens before you must. Man, my head's all floaty. Specimens before you must be the most repellent inhabitants in this compartment. They are covered in sores and bald patches, glistening with pus, and the stench of unwashed bodies peer. One of them glares at you and grunts. What you want? For what crime did you just kill that man? For the crime of wealth. That dead bastard had rations and fuel cells. We'll trade them for porridge. You were sentenced to death for committing murder on my ship. We'll gut you and trade what you have in the pile of scran. Hey, Akaz is coming if you want to share the spoils.
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
The absurdity, the absurdity of the thought that you could beat me is entertainment enough. What fool you must be to think you can take me on. I wanted to beam two in a... Oh yeah, I'm gonna beam these two.
Death shall reign.
We're good. And blast him, my lady.
I hear you moving. No more.
These guys were borderline Nurgle. I think.
If it serves your cause.
I serve the ruinous powers.
So we're gonna clean up the lower decks a little bit. We've fought Nurgle, cultists, and plague bearers. These guys are nothing by comparison. Do you have room to jump? I don't think so. I'd like to try and get you up here so you can start slicing and dicing the upper levels. I mean, she could have got a triple kill there, but... Oh, that wasn't enough? Let's swap so you can do multi-strikes. And then hit him with the pick!
The other side awaits.
Dance
Trust me.
Oh, fuck, I did it wrong again. Damn it. I fucked it up again. Dance Macabre over to here. Dance Macabre to their center. Anyone's using it, but targets an enemy, vowing to dispatch. The next attack against the selected foe cannot be dodged or parried if this attack Kills the target, but it gains 17 wounds and +1 AP. Does not... can be used multiple turns, but it grants +1 AP and an additional attack only once per round. 36, 36, 36.
As the tenants demand.
Ah, she missed. But we'll go for this guy. Stabby, stabby.
Will not die in dishonor.
Damn it.
Death to the weak.
Yeah, I gotta remember to use some of these abilities first. Shit, I forgot to swap his thing around again. Right, well, I'll have you move to here, where you can do some good blasting. Nice triple kill for Pascal, potentially. Hold up. Well, let's do this on you first.
Function successfully terminated.
Gotta remember what the hell he does, right? Cover efficiency, perception, ballistic skill.
Knows all. Comprehends all.
And then we'll get a good blasting. Oh, triple kill for Pascal! And I'll throw this on you. Okay, we'll curse these guys up here.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
I want to give... Which one's the one that gives me an extra turn? I think it's this one. Out of range, then let's get closer.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Let's give you the kill you deserve, my lady Cabela.
Insist, Lord Captain.
Slice and dice.
Will see it done.
They're an you should be able to own... Do these guys not have an opening? Why is there an arrow above their head? Next single target. Hit. Yes. Actually, let's swing with the pickaxe.
Death is a blessing.
Dance
As
to
on
there.
days.
Jump to there, I guess.
Will see it done.
That's really all I can do with you. You, on the other hand, first shot here,
Not your seat. Another soul slips beyond the
second
veil.
shot here.
I deal death with
I'll
my
leave
hands.
that guy alive. Well, actually, there's not much point. Actually, I'll throw this here. Pascal, take a shot. He's too far out of range. Now we go back. Oh, I guess everyone just got a free turn, and then we come back to her. You get to mind blast
This
him.
was a job for the serfs. Try to die with grace.
Nice. And I forgot I gave her a free turn, and then everyone's kills just like cascaded. Temporary wounds equal to the amount of collision damage inflicted by the wearer this turn. No, thank you. Loot. Trash. Come over here for this stuff. And all this stuff just goes into the cargo so that they might be used later. Okay, I don't think there's anything left for me to do here, so I guess we're going in.
Explored.
The lookout has spent too much time in the personal pits by the worship, and now skin is crawling with you. Yeah, there is someone on board who must know how to purge his body of this affliction. Ah, shit. That's good. We're going in. Well, upon the return, I'm willing to take the risk so that I might learn the secrets of the Bloodspun web, but I need your aid. Better than madness with your riddles. I'm not going to risk my life for the sake of finding some temple. Heresy, away! Covered a smile that is not your own appears on your lips. The rumbling blades no longer seem dangerous, and the prospect of jumping becomes a mere trifle. We're going in. You do everything under your hands. With the second turn, come to your senses. Stop! Don't do it. We're going in. It actually looked like it was pretty well timed, by the look of it, which is pretty cool. Too bad I can't call upon Nurgle to deal with this. Off the edge. Someone on board must know how to purge the road trader's body of this affliction. Oh, I guess I'm going in alone.
Embrace true power.
Oh, hold up. Vicious rash. The character does dodge. Reduced. Strange rash appears on the skin after venturing the ship's trance. Port tunnels, most likely another trophy you've claimed from the unpleasant place. I'm not going to bother reading all these. Athletics. Ooh, I'm not very good with athletics. And it looks like it's really just a shortcut, maybe? Well, that sends me down to the next level. Screw it, we'll take it. Oh, there's loot over there. We're totally taking the risk.
Perfection.
I mean, I ain't got the best athletics, but I'll take it.
Wow.
Ah, some free loot. It's all good. Can I go down from here? No. Go back. Now, over here to go down. I mean, I'll probably end up just looking it up unless I find it by accident. Oh, how do I get up there? Oh, shit, there was a ladder. Oh,
Let's seize the opportunity.
shit. Fuck me. I didn't see the ladder. It doesn't appear to be anything else, but still. No, shit, no! Please tell me I can go back up. I did it twice. Alright. How far back? Yeah, it's fine. I'll reload. No, shit. Please tell me that's not before I did the fight. But, man, I hope that's not before I did the fight. I mean, the foreman might be one to talk to, maybe. Damn it, I might have to do that shit fight again. Damn it. Yeah, it's before the fucking fight. I can see nobody shows you any kindness. You're medicating food. I should get them brought down. Kill you.
Resistance is naught but
Yeah, I've still got the rash. Can I still get a double kill? Yeah, I can still get a double kill.
purpose. What a satisfying demise. Out of my way.
I've suffered worse.
Stupid rash. I'll have to figure that out soon. Move to here. Up to that. We'll mark this guy up.
There is only
Leap into the center.
yours or mine.
And nice strike on you.
Lieutenant's demand.
One of these was a sweep, yeah? Sweep with my pick.
Killing brings me no
Come on, that guy still
pleasure.
lived.
Death is a blessing.
I can't, but I can dance macabre my way up here.
Trust me.
Jump
As
again.
on days.
Wait, aim for opening just creates one, right? Makes an additional opening on this enemy. Yeah, it just creates the opening. Oh shit, but I can attack though. Nice. Let's
As
macabre a little
lieutenant's
further.
demand.
Can I get there? No, I can't, so that's fine. You come over here.
Tomes of military tactics.
Yep, that'll be fine. It'll only hit the bad guys. Yep, that's fine. What was my speed up button? I don't remember.
I'd rather not. Tried and tested
Walk over
tactics
here
are the best
and
ones.
bring down the
It will
axe.
be done.
I guess you can take another swing. Yeah,
I
do
will
a shove.
do my duty. One fewer target.
Your axe has disappeared for some bizarre reason. There we go. Fire first
Serves
shot.
your cause.
Second shot.
I understand your intent.
And I guess we'll
You
do
cannot force me, Alarm
that.
if I
If
must.
it comes back to your turn, but I doubt it will. There we go. Oh, there's still 3 enemies left. Right, the 3 that are over here.
Through chaos, I stride.
Blast them.
I need no death shall reign.
Okay, now we'll loot them all real quick. Collect. That goes back in there. Grab this. I guess we'll go talk to the foreman, see if he's got what I need to know. I don't think anyone here was talked to that I could talk to. I mean, the foreman guy seems like the best. I can try talking to him. Oh shit, there's loot here though. Almost missed that. And almost missed that. Yeah, we'll try talking to the foreman. I'll save it again after that, though. Nothing to say. Sad. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here I can even talk to, so we're going in. Currency and jump. And now we do the load. I hunger. I hunger slightly. I wish to feed. Probably have something to drink as well.
Triumphant as always.
Take it all. We jump back. We go up this ladder. Run around. Come up the ladder. Grab that. Because I can this time. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but alright. I'll take it. Now we go down.
I
Run,
tread
run,
apart
run.
and
If I
explode.
could see proper. And then there's down again. To get that loot. Gotta have all the loot, man. We go down again. And now we're back to where we were with a bit of extra loot. Good, good loot. Now we'll quick save once. Wait, why do I feel like I just pushed the wrong button twice to start and end a recording? Hold on, let me check. Because I might have accidentally did that. Yeah, I did. I recorded for 1 second because I hit the wrong button.
I see the forbidden.
Yay, loot. I'll take it.
The world will bow.
People in training. Medicaid.
Predictable.
Thick smoke nostrils, visions and hallucinations. Wait, did that just say Yolette? How'd they get down here? How'd the guys get down here? Frail old man, grey beard tinged with blood, folds is wrinkled, and the Lord of the Ark walked paths of unlife in the footsteps of the Wed's very first spinner, and the servants of death bowed before him, and for the domin of is the giver of life. Yes, yes, like a truth, like a stream pours from your lips, we welcome him in our tenet's demand. Your hues are almost as pale as the grey of your beard, but what is this? A scarlet whirlwind shines through the faded colours. A thin blade appears in the old man's trembling hands, although his arms are stiff and looks like they can barely bend. In the next instant, the dynasty symbol is etched on his forehead, dripping blood. With a brief motion, he flicks the blood off his blade, and several drops land on your face. The blood-spun web welcomes its new lord. I am Vizier. For many years we have waited, and now you are here. To what reason have you invited me down? Death whispers your name and commanded us to honor you with that sacred rite, but only inside the temple can the spinners perform it. Suddenly distracted by someone invisible, and nods. Yes, we are glad he reached this place. We are glad. What do you mean you have waited for years? It was not so long ago that I made acquaintance with the cult. As I delve into my divinations from the flesh and the blood of the departed ones, I turn to a relic most ancient and priceless, his tarot. Inherited by the cult from the matriarch Spider, who spun the first thread. One of the readings I did back then, I still had the strength to leave the temple and usher souls in the final journey. That was when, in the intricate tangle of destiny, I glimpsed our meeting. But when we would meet, alas, was not revealed. So we waited year after year, and now the hour has come. You're a Psyker. You sense a strange disturbance around Vizier. It is similar to the one that appears around Cabela, but stronger. He is not a Psyker, or else he is such a powerful one that he can conceal his gift. However, his psychic potential is definitely higher than that of an average mortal. There are people like that in the Imperium, undiscovered by inquisitorial hunters. They live out their lives as individuals with a reputation of having strange things happen to them on occasion. Perhaps this decrepit old man is indeed capable of gleaning something more than the Emperor's tarot that just painted pictures. So you walk companion. So you just walk my companions in here the normal way while I was forced to take the jump. The spinners guided them along a different trail. You had taken the step, for only you were meant to become the flagship's blood dominant. There is no reason to test the faith of those who follow you, for this burden was of their lord to bear. Erected the entire temple in the middle of the ship without anyone noticing. Followers of the cult have inherited the tunnels beneath bulkheads until the threads of fate tangled with the dominant of the ages and the glimpse. We set ourselves to buying spacious halls. We built it slowly but surely. Great respect for those eager to participate. I have walked the path and made sure. What now? Song of the Trail Blade. God damn, my throat is being torn apart. So much talking. This might be a short stream at this rate. The Song of Trailblood tells of a path fought with trials. By accepting it and setting out on that path, you pass the first, the trial of resolve. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on the search for the unknown. Search for death, a trial of the compassion for the second one. You passed it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the surface of another soul, a man suffering for burns. But the choice between life and death is not able to only those willing to take responsibility of another. The third was a trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge and apostate of our faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death in the own solid of set. And the fourth was the trial of duty. While duty always leads to death, we are prepared to render the undying fearless in accepting our purpose, which is to serve him. You too have proven yourself prepared, and the 4 trials have brought you here. Pathway walk has helped me understand myself better, forced me to undergo the trials of wisdom. What would happen if I ever reached the end of the path? What would have happened if I never reached? But the tenants teach us the lesson learned is in itself the supreme reward. Pray, my brother, the time has almost come. I see your eyes are sewn shut. Are you blind, or is it another of the cult's rituals? I was cited for such in my life until a disciple of mine violated tenets, and I realized just how blind I had been. A lesson, but a bitter one. I took with one's eyes alone, it is easily fooled, but the heart cannot be tied. Such is the truth, as such is my choice. I sealed my eyelids in the guise of a true sight. Now I see more, better. I see echoes of those who came before us and those who were with us, but have since crossed over to the other side. My brothers and sisters raised by the cult, I hear them from beyond their death. They share their wisdom, I heed them. The other spinners, they hear not. That burden is mine to bear. So this was what the note said. So I think there's another test, I imagine. The tenants command us to be prepared for all trials, corporeal and spiritual alike. Are you prepared? Domen Drakaza. His mouth closes, but you can still hear his whispers, a prickled sensation, increasing anxiety. You raise a hand to your cheek, only to realize you can't feel it. You look at your palm and see that you smudge drops of blood from the V's blade. A strange, serene calm envelops your body. The fatigue subsides, and you seem to float in the air. Seeing things you had not noticed, the shadows of the corners take their shape and colors, subdue lumen light. Cultist bone mask. Are they really masks? They're tall, lean, empty-eyed wearers. Might as well be dead people. A chill run down your spine. Look around the temple. The next day are so narrow that you hard to breathe. The floor dances at your feet, and the undying emperor statue seems to shake its head threateningly as if it looks down upon you. What is the meaning? Your heart is beating slowly, your breath has become deeper, and your thoughts are muddled. You seem to be under the influence of a pointed stem. And what happens now? This is for you to tell me. You look at the vizier, and his trembled frame seems small and insignificant. A single step is all it would take to crush him, and the visions are starting to wear off. And now the old man towers over you. The keen gaze of his sealed eyes studied your very moment, waiting for a response. Now you're going to initiate me in the surface of death, to test. As he ponders your words for a long time, perhaps something. Our threat is repellent to you. You have proved it by walking the Matrix path on your own way. It is your right, and we respect your choice. However, only one who accepts the essence of death may become its servant. You accept your own essence, and we dare not burden you with our dogma. For years we have maintained fealty to the Domin. We have collected sacred symbols and relics. We are first to 3 generations of Lord Ladies to descend. We are grateful. We have uplifted, and here in exaltation accept this gift of vestments sown from the bones of the faithful. Sight of Bloodspun red. Nice. It is light. It is not in cover. Extras plus strength bonus wounds. I might as well give that to her. That which was foretold has come to pass. The ritual of descent is complete. Now the temple's guest honor rest a while. Well, how about my problem with the rash? Right, let's go to you. Inventory. Let's do. I swap these weapons around. No, sadly I cannot. I was hoping I could, but I cannot. Okay, better armor. Base armor agility, bonus dodge percent, parry against melee. Ah, fuck, this is probably better than the armor goes up. Actually, she gets a bit more dodge. Parry remains the same. Plus agility, bonus dodge, and parry against melee attacks. Dodge if the color. Yeah, I think I'll keep the ritual spin as well for her. To cargo. I think one of these was a Psyker's heavy breastplate. Yeah, I want this. This is what I want for me. I should be able to get it next level. Hold up, I need to quickly equip and unequip this just to make sure it's working. Sometimes it undoes itself. Because I need to be able to wear heavy armor. Dodge of the wearer's fire. Deflection if my willpower is high. If any second else, the wearer gains an additional +1 side rating until the end of combat. Yeah, I want that. Honor guest, we are glad. First spinner. You're a shield, you are the shadow with your heat of aid. Rooted in blood and death. Many are frightened by that. Many are blind, even with their eyes wide open. I declare it. Alright, well I guess I'll take my leave. 6th, 5th, death cold. Is there anything around here that's lootable? There's some goods over here. Cool. Talk to you? No, you don't really say much, just standard stuff. 6th spinner, nothing. Nothing. Information. Smoke trickles, nostrils, inducing. athletics probably to get out. Oh no, there's a thing there, so what does this do?
Compared to naval service, that was barely
Ooh.
a challenge.
Spinner's Blade, Bloody Pact. With its will, a special ability called Crimson Rage. Intriguing. Okay, Crimson Rage. It costs nothing to use. The wielder can suffer damage. The wielder can suffer damage equal to 20% of their max wounds to gain +1 AP. It can be used multiple times per as long as the wielder has at least 50. Okay, so not that useful to me then. That is a dagger. I'm just adding it to cargo. This one is actually slightly better because it's got an extra ability attached. Plus 50% the crit chance for each attack they make. This bonus stacks until the end of each round. 12% parry. Yeah, this one is slightly better because it's got a different ability attached. Can be. Wait, hold up. Oh, it just didn't show it on the thing. Oh, well, that's stupid. Well, either way, she can keep the pick because the pick is the most damage she does at the moment. And the pick is nice, so why not? Brutal swing. Right, well, that's fine for now.
Embrace true power.
I need to try and find someone who can heal me of this rash. Alright, to another compartment. Let me show you the way. The way to what? To the path where the lay people dwell in complex, web-like. Let me show you. Take me to the enforcer in charge of the freight hub. I have business with him. Away we go. I might have to run through the area again, see if I can find anyone that I can talk to about this rash. I have someone in the ship must know, and I have no idea who. Come on, there we go. Okay, let's quick save real quick. Unpause, and we'll speak to you. How may I have served? Were you in a shootout? Okay. What does that mean? What does he mean, were you in a... What do I mean, were you in a shootout? Yes, there were a raid on a local game. We finally closed on the scoundrels who were smuggling goods to neighboring compartments. No one escaped. I came across a drawing on a worker in a red mask. It's a figure of your head, known as Nemesis, protector of the poor and oppressed. Ever since I was a child, despite people having drawn his portrait on walls, having to summon a defender to punish those who wronged them, we had 13 also fools claiming themselves Nemesis over the past 5 years. We disburdened ourselves of them just to be sure. I find these sentiments disconcerting. Stay vigilant. Forces have been appropriating rations from workers returning from their ships. Why is that? Are you short on provisions? Gunner has just enough food to avoid starvation. This is why the enforcers are making sure that no serfs are more than they're supposed to. They're used to rip out tongue for it, but I reduced the punishment to simply beating the thieves and confiscating all their cards. The orders are to give those cards to workers who are starving due to a lack of work shifts. Not that it helps them much, but it's better than nothing. Are there enforcers guilty of misappropriating the confiscated items? Yes. Do those caught stealing receive severe punishments? Absolutely. Tell me about the situation. Lower decks, freight residential, lack of monitoring flow, illegal force and prevent supply disruptions. The situation, trains provision. I probably should have asked these things were cause no problems. Well, I've learned enough. I was attacked. Who dared? I am going to ask this once. How did the wretches on the lower decks get their hands on a crate of auto guns? Located mutants into pestilence pits. Auto guns? Walked at me. They couldn't have bypassed the security munitions train and walked away with the cargo without help from someone further. I executed one of the reprobates who was tracking weapons not too long ago, but even that Morin wasn't so greedy and stupid to arm the rabble with ordnance. So there is another who dishonors the enforcers' universe. I will find the maggot and shove them in the air. Who stole the auto guns are connected to Nemesis. Foreman. You wouldn't believe the kinds of thugs he welcomes in his vat. I agree that sympathizers would never say Anarchit cause many without arraigned, but I don't trust Foreman's character. He knows everyone in the bay, he sees everything, but he never informs on one of his own. He only complains about problems I am already well aware of. They seem to be undergoing influence of unholy powers. Yeah, you want the person's pits. You are in pits. I just can't begin to find the words that you use to tell the master at arms that you had perished in there. The enforcers do regular checks to dead, blight-stricken rejects holding the bed. I implore you, leave this job to us. Any orders? Dogmatic, heretical. Okay, let's read these. The workers are to be provided with everything they need in service of the brewed medicine will be delivered to the bay. You are to demote any forces found to be abusing their authority. Only harsh punishment measures will bring the bay, establish an execution quota, strip all corrupt forces of their rank, and burn away any crime. Any idlers are to be given a job. If they cannot do anything useful, servitize them, organize mandate sermons. Source of all of these compartments' woes are hunger and poverty, which are driving those people to commit petty crimes. I am sure you would have done something by now, but there are certain rules to have followed are simply too limiting. Is that right? We are hard-pressed for resources, provisions, medicines, and fuel all being funneled to bays that house more valuable crew members. I will admit that I have occasionally attempted to overstep certain boundaries to distribute. Just tell me what you think could make these people's lives a little less better. At least a little better. Medicines in short supply. The people are killing each other for it. Perhaps there is a way out. Let's consider two problems. Not enough food in the vat. Too many were stealing. Could you do? Could shorten the queue to the vat and fill the vat with the acquired resources while they are alive and have nutrient value. With the acquired resource, we could shorten the queue to the vat and fill the vat with the acquired resource. Don't be shy. Tell me what you think you could make people's lives a little bit better. We are short of purified air. It goes without that there are 3 sacred rites of filtration, but they take too long. With a single sacred rite could be egregious to the department from the sanctuary code. The second phase of broad medicine. We have faith healers practicing superstitious learn deemed useless at best. Our present forces are forbidding those cracks from healing people, but lifting the ban on their absurd potions could somewhat alleviate the medicine shortage. Get it done. At once, Dragonheart has gained the Uncleaned Aegis. Oh boy, my ship's got a new stat. Flagship ship is minus 30% less warp damage. Ooh. Damage dealt by internal fires is reduced from 2 to 7. Is reduced to from 2 to 7. Doesn't tell me what the original is. Unless 5 to 2, 5 to 10. Yeah, so if I ever mess with my lance, I get fire. So there's less warp damage, which is pretty cool. The freight line has become a cesspool of disease, which has drawn the attention of the forces of rot and decay. Ooh boy, I've got some Nurgle infesting the lower decks, which has drawn the attention of rot and decay. They protect the ship from fires and warp energies so that the infection may continue encouraging putrid gifts in the bowels of the vessel. Well, be about your duty. And wouldn't that be nice if it helped? I wonder if the lower decks have changed because of that. Need to report your orders have been carried out. The compartment is already operating according to the new procedures. Excellent. Right. Where am I? Not too far from the entrance. Still have the suspicious burn duration permanent. I'm going to do a quick run around, see if anyone has...
Intriguing.
These guys are burning that stuff. I can probably click on this laborer and see what comes up. I don't think there's anyone on this level that can help. Just a little annoying. Little annoying, but yeah, those guys were in there. Sorted goons, low deck, and
seize the opportunity.
Nothing of note that I can find, so probably no one on this deck, sadly. Ooh, what's this? Right. While they run back, I might as well look it up. Sus Rash. Cure for a rash. Getting the rash, jump down to the fan. Head over to the talk to the confess. By choosing to look up the statue. By choosing to look up at the statue. What? You're doing and drinking the blood, you'll be cured. Wait, what? After getting the rash, jump down to the fan like main quest, talk to the people, call down, initiate the soda. And well, you'll be cured. It also seems you don't necessarily drink the blood, but choosing to look up at the statue can also cure you. Match the rook out. If you pray, which is really it just got your mouse. She'll immediately kill you and end the quest. Yep, that's simple. Okay. Apparently there are a few ways to clear it.
The world.
Can I go back to the Bloodspun web from here? Void Ship Shrine, Quarters, Offices, Osage Chapel. Void Ship Shrine? Where does that take me? Was I there before? It's hard to remember the specific places I've been. Right, I have been here. So what about the one that was a chapel? Oh, the Astropathic Chapel. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Bridge, freight line, my quarters, officer's deck. I need to go back to the officer's deck, I think. Well, actually, I can talk to someone here and apparently pray it away. Can you help? Sure, let's pray. Pray the sickness away. The suffers. Chant. 2 hours of being prepared, despite your knees and shoulders burning with the strain you feel torments unbearable. Nothing changed, the rash is still there. Continue the prayer. Your mind is clear and you feel much better, almost as if you're rid of your affliction. The rash is gone! Maybe that's returning to the gods, but nothing changed. Yeah, well, we're just gonna keep praying. Experience! The man is faithful, your lordship. Yay! Too bad I couldn't. I kind of wish I could pray. Wouldn't it be nice if there was an option to pray to Nurgle and just have the rash become something beneficial? That'd be cool. Alright, to the officer's deck. I don't know if I've been there, but that's where we're going. Wait, maybe that's where I just was. I don't know. No, I was in the freight line, so I haven't been to the officer's deck yet. Have I? I don't know. The map will tell me. The map will tell me. I haven't been here. His Lordship the Rotator has seen fit to honor us with the presence in order to monitor the course of the investigation. Right! You're expecting to perform your duties immaculately and report your every step to me. Should any actions shame you causes, you will answer me personally. Lord Captain, the 3 officers here have been tasked with conducting the investigation. The first, Captain Klein, is a veteran with a record of quelled uprisings of mutant abominations in the colonies. Is young, but she's also preempted several mutinies along with the ship's rabble. Lastly, there is Captain Her. Interrogation skills deserve credit. Still fear in firmly hands. There must be on right. You notice the enforcers exchange a few astonished glass and throw their shoulders back. Apparently, they are not used to standing in close proximity to fear of renown as me. After carefully assessing their bearing and their uniforms, Epilogue nods in satisfaction. Their drilling is good, their service records are excellent. Let's see how they perform in the field. Gotta help but notice all the looks of awe in my presence is going to distract you from your duties. On the contrary, your lordship, your presence inspires us. Well, that's nice. Your lordship, I hope you do not take this as insolence, but I am a great admirer of yours. I've read the fictionalized account of your deeds many times. According to the data repository, the term fictionalized is typically applied to text whose knowledge disseminates potential is negative. So they write stories about me, do they? Of course, I have right here. She offers you a worn tome with a somewhat embellished portrait of you on the cover. Oh. May it remind you of this meeting. Just your pleasantries, then let's get to it. What are your findings thus far? We've discovered a worker's corpse, mutilated and desiccated. We are still looking into the man's identity and position, but the Chagrin's report has confirmed that among the blood that it was pumped into your bath chamber, Oh, right, we're on to the main story thing now. I did a little side quest going through the freight. Blood-carrying mutations were indeed his. The workers from the mid decks have all checked for genetic aberrations, but the mutations identified are all within the norm of labor masses. They are being rounded up for interrogation as we speak. So much noise and empty violence, I'm surprised you're able to find anything in the pandemonium of your making. Even taking into account the neighboring decks only, that constitutes hundreds of people. How do you plan on questioning them all? Detainees are broad and varied, however, nothing loosens the tongue like corporal punishment, beatings, mutilations, tortures, public executions. Almost poses the list of ways. When combined with psychological pressures, each method works wonders. A fine approach, I approve. I am delighted to hear. It is always a pleasure to meet a connoisseur of the craft. Do you have any working theories? The mutants are plotting. They have been breeding like void rats, so they're getting cocky. We must have wanted to infect your lordship with the plague. It wasn't an attempt on the lordship's life, it was a threat. The rabble are planning a revolt. They are trying to terrorize. Soon you will drown in blood. Insurgents pride themselves on metaphors. Meanwhile, Captain Hocto is convinced that this was the work of Voltigan's surviving cultists. However, I believe this is a warning rather than a threat. What we need to establish is who's trying to warn us and of what. What do you propose to investigate first? The body? Once we have ascertained the dead man's identity, we'll be able to locate his associates and narrow down the number of suspects. Captain Klein is in charge of examining the corpse. Yes, your lordship, I'm almost done with the report. As soon as I'm ready, I'll deliver it. Then let us begin. While we wait for Klein to report back, please enjoy the refreshments we have prepared. My throat is really getting worn now. A pair of enforcers are battered foes who escorting Infernus Masters Enric. His lip is busted, his knuckles are grazed and covered with blood, and is chewed up in a throat, beating his teeth. We apprehended him while he was trying to break through the detained rabble, got into a scuffle, and we barely managed to restrain the trouble. He demanded an audience with you, Mr. Salback. What do your enforcers think you're doing, just Drakoska? Why are you assaulting my people, denying them water like they're criminals? You've got teenagers and elderly folk here, they're all just ordinary workers, they've done nothing wrong. What do you think you're doing attacking my people, chastising me for another captain? I say please protect your servants from the abuse. Well, explain. The enforcers are reveling in their impunity, treating the crew like cattle. Especially my clan, many in the custody are dying of thirst or injuries. My sister and niece are there too. I don't expect them to be exempt from the investigations, but I beg you to put an end to the assaults and let my people... That's just demand. Intimidation loosens tongue. Torment erodes the solid sedition. Rain, not work. Rabble legendary awe and terror. The void take your... They are not seditionists. They serve the dynasty, just like you and I. Did they even confess anything useful? Nothing important or indeed worthy of your attention. In any and all statements, even in the outlandish ones. One of the Inferno was found to be missing his pass in the room housing his worker cogitator. Losing such a pass is a serious offense, but the scoundrel claims the enforcer took it from him. He could not specify the name and rank, but he did give a description of a man, tall, blonde. Obviously he is lying. He either lost it or sold it for a bottle of rock gut. His patience... Has found your people will be released. These people are to be... I'll take the iconoclastic. That would not do, even if I disagree. I'll take the free iconoclastic points. Up next, let me introduce my sister and her niece. Ladies, you should thank the old captain for helping you. My food and water, and we're letting a chop hand off. And he's a little short-handed. Fellowship and make changes. I also... illiterate. I could lend a highly informative pamphlet on etiquette. Then again, they would probably just burn it for the warmth. That was indeed terrible. Water. End up in the hands. You are a strict one, Lady Mia. How did they end up? My statues tenure exempt me from the first but the privilege did not extend to them. They were taken along with the rest of the clan. They were acting holy. They were beating people in the head and the ribs. They didn't care if anyone fought back or not. Never allow that. Just you hear his name, they'll get angry again. No one, just a hero from the tale my grandfather tells when I was little. You are not a child anymore. Stop bothering people with silly rut. For your sister. Is a folk vigilante. Yes, we've heard of that before. This one gets narrations. Fine family. People safe. It's getting harder to both read and talk. Oh boy. Identifying the victim has proven impossible. His face has been smashed in and his body is badly maimed. There are too many wounds to determine the exact cause of death, but presumably he died after the killer slit his throat. That's how they drained his blood. No external signs of a mutation were found. In other words, we have nothing. This is a report. It's a declaration of incompetence. Well, actually, there is information. Let's exclaim everything she clearly cares about. She does not wish to trample on her comrade's honor with words of comfort. Regards for comfort. No sign of external mutation, you say? What about internal signs? It was inadvisable due to the danger of contaminating the area with genetic aberrations. Flash of genuine horror in Klein's eyes, but his gaze turns glassy. You have seen that look before. Veterans, it is an expression of someone reliving painful memories that have left. They cannot hope to overcome the trauma. It would help, or upon, or perhaps someone. It would seem that I had an exaggerated opinion of veteran's courage. He should get some rest. Let go take over his duties. In pairs, one cuts. Indeed, why don't you go take a break? Maybe it's time for you to consider asking a transfer of less demanding posts. Your best years behind you. You could take away from the younger generation. Your damn mouth, the things I've seen, the filth I've crushed. You want me to gut another one? You want me to see its mutant blood on my hands? I'll show you blood. It seems to be more time since the last that this kind of fire in the old man's eyes. Examine the filth inside and out. Its innards are a genetic nightmare. It's a bag of corruption wrapped in human skin. Extra organs, scales, atrophied ingrown limbs, but not... The body was disfigured posthumously. They killed the mutant with surgical precision before opening his throat and draining the blood. It wasn't until after the actual murder that they crushed his head and tried to cover the wounds. The wounds were so brutal I almost missed his work tattoo. The victim was a pipe warden, and I found this in his throat. A certain legend sprang to your mind, one involving Saint Clair, who was granted the portents of enemies hiding among the faithful. When Clair prayed to the Emperor for a sign that might revel in the traitor, a raven's feather was burst in the mouth and described the name of the conspirators. Only something versed in symbology. The Emperor would have left such a message. For what purpose was the mutilated? Someone wanted to hide. It is imperative that someone find. I would occur to give specific instructions. Look for a lunatic on the man would butcher. One cannot disfigure a body like that and stay clean. Look for any bloodstained garments, rags, or the like. Merely flexible thinking. Follow your heart. We need to find the weapon or object that used to mutilate the corpses. We need to find the weapon or object that was used. Special... If it was a special unique item, that might have helped. However, the criminal was using an industrial manufacturing weapon. Conduct a search. Violence do not make allusions to saints. That was someone varied in the creed, too. I didn't have anything. Work on clans that service the ship's sewer systems. The two indicates the worker's status and number. This one was SP24601, Senior Pipe Warden. I don't know for your good work. You look like you can. Oh, well, at least you did something. Yeah, look like you could use it. He is in no state to savor the banquet. Taste. And our next step, we should run the victim's number through the master log. This is your area. Allow me to introduce the esteemed tech priest. Faye, she believes she has the right to obscure the... and refuse to grant the enforcers access to the magic cogitator. I request that the lay woman's willful activities be halted. She intends to torment the machine spirit in the master log agitator The valuable spirit is ill and no disposition to endure. What is the problem? It's old and quick to anger. It therefore calls for a sensitive approach, not a torturous intrusion by a brutish laywoman. Since the talk of this watch, the spirit has grown unwell, so we'll be trying to soothe its woes by applying sacred unguents and censers to the great machine's broads. The dogma of data repercussion. Oh, what he says is data. Let no profane hand touch the sacred machine stricken. Let the mechanism be shielded from all other veils. The shrine is bounding no more. Labor may be prohibited from communing with the machinery, but you are not a senior. You will merely stand by your side and observe. How profane would you say your hands are? The profanity of its hands, as well as the rest of the limbs, organs, is null. The other may supervise the labor room's intact interaction with the spirit. I will sanction your disturbance. I should have done the other one. It would have gotten me XP. Damn it. Oh well, opportunity missed. Who knows? I'm not going to reload or save that. Who knows how long ago and sit through all this again. On the side of the Great Spirit was infected by a lay person. That the culprit you should be searching for, not some pipe warden. Sacrilege. Registering a Category 3 act of sacrilege result in Category Epsilon Quadro transgression scenario. Requesting an incursion of the offender in the registry wanted entities and purpose of equivalent disposal. We have discovered that the consciousness malfunction began after an unauthorized attempt to access it was made. Someone deliberately angered the machine spirit in order to bury the work logs. Thankfully, the esteemed tech priest was able to appease the spirit and extract the information. Victim's name was Otto. On the day he died, he was servicing Valve 27B, which supplies water to Rogue Trader's bath chamber. He also had a partner who has yet to appear for duty since the incident occurred. We have a suspect. One of the Inferni said he had his pass for the maintenance that were taken away by an enforcer, a villain. But how did they get his guards unnoticed? Who was the partner? Senior Pipe Warden number SP268, or SP-268-55, an 8th generation Pipe Warden, no registered infractions, excellent discipline, perfect work record, and exemplary servant of the Emperor. How do you propose we find our suspect? Your Lordship, there was a man named Guando among the rabble waiting to be interrogated. He immediately struck me as suspicious. Please allow me to question the man. Bring him in now. Man, this is interesting. I wish I could save, and I was going to stop when the next opportunity came up, but then this happened and it just keeps going. Before he stands a gaunt man in work robes. His face is swollen from the bruises and several fingers are broken and sticking out at angles. He stares vacantly into the absence-weary, watery eyes. Stop talking, you miserable wretch. You tried to kill the Lord Trader, didn't you? Flies. Grabs the worker by the lapels. Coat flies open, revealing crude occult symbols pointed all over his head. What's this? Heretical brands? The teeth. Yes, that was me. I tried to put a curse. I tried my partner in a wicked ritual, robed. Or carry a dark plot doomed for the amenity master. His words. He is trying to paint them all over the fake guy's shoes, but his abject horror carries too much black and grey. What does he hope to accomplish with this? He has admitted to everything. The moment I insisted time and time again the assassination was carried out by one of what he goes, and I was right. Assistant forces. Looks proud and self-confident. He's biting a nail. It's hesitant to say anything. He's observing the work in silence, apparently sunk deep in thought. Meanwhile, Klein merely stands still with a distrustful glance on his face. Other than her, none of the others seem to believe you're looking at a real culprit. It seems like I was too quick to blame the villains. We are dealing with demon worshippers. Do you concur with him? Have you anything to say on the expert display? This one bothering me? What are those marks all over you? They're my occultist symbols, so I can put curses on people and talk to demons. Pokes your finger at an unseen semicircle with 9 arrows pointing out of it. This one called the Hem of Terror. It represents the 9 archdemons. I always pray to each one first. Okay, this guy has no idea. Put his circle with 8 points, and there is no way it's called the Hem of Terror. This is some kind of travesty. This man is talking nonsense. Pretty much. I often deal with these insidious rabble. The idealness and avarice of the scum of the lower decks breeds heresy, especially during warp travel. The people start carving signs on themselves and praying all sorts of things. The circle of the 8 arrows is more common than any other symbol, but I've never seen this variation before. And this one, the dead mutant looked more like a demon worshipper to me. The way his guts were all twisted. There's no touch of the warp on his body, that's for sure. The worst he'll be able to show us is an ingrown nail. Eager to point himself as a heretic in such a prosperous fashion, no less. I agree, Lord Captain. Tieback grows with her. I want the truth. Who are you, and who told you to use this pathetic confession? Yeah, it's certainly getting into that gene stealer territory, especially when I started thinking that when it talked about like the scales and the extra organs. I mean, a gene stealer wouldn't know shit about how chaos works or the runes of chaos. So then blanches and starts bawling. He gives up on his sinister thrashing, bob with the voice of the common. Forgive me. Okay, well he's going to this. I'm no heretic. But me name. I'm a laborer. Have mercy. They took my family. The enforcers said they'd throw me out the airlock if I didn't confess. Your enforcers have a knack for persuasion, but this is ridiculous. What enforcer? Name. Give me her name. Genevri. Her name is Genevri. What? I swear I have not. We will deal with her later. I'll simply handle such. Execute this. Execute? Truly, no word sounds sweeter to the monkey's ears. He has lied to us more than once. Maybe he's lying. You have anything to say? I have never threatened his family. No, certainly did not force him to lie. Draw up with this, and yet he knows your name pointed out right away. Do you not find that funny? Do you not find it funny that your head is always up your ass? Ah, shit, did I lose the chance at Heretic? I lie. Confess. Continue to take a look at the prisms and read it. Approach, bandages, wounds, giving food. Abilities there I saw being intended. Find those witnesses. I refuse to believe that there is not a single person who saw them being manhandled. Just need a little more torture. We need to change our approach. I refuse to believe that there is not a single person who saw them being manhandled. Find those witnesses. That makes sense. You can't beat a man like this after death. That's not completely win the scene. Okay, I can. What do you want us to do with him when we're done? Burn him and his family along with him. Be sure to leave him for the last. Heresy away! There's no conspirator. This conspirator may have been a fake, but now's the only time before we can find the real culprit. We have Pipe Wardham's names, identification numbers. We know there. We will keep pressing the riffraff. Please enjoy your meal in the interim. Please tell me I can stop streaming now. My throat and head are getting weird. The real Pipe 1 got in has been found and is being escorted here as we speak. God damn it, there's more! Are there any remaining questions we wish to address before we start reporting the results of the additional investigations? Absolutely. We have found thoroughly questioned all detainees known to be violent temper compared to fools, weapons seized by the wounds found on the corpse, but none have been able to those responsible. I take responsibility for the failure. Found witnesses to the battery of the false conspirator. According to him, an enforcer in a helmet came to detain Yurt. Spoke to him and then gave him a beating so thorough that a ring came off their finger. Alas, said ring could not be recovered. That concludes. Someone attempted to mislead our investigation. We cannot let this go without consequence. Daddy, let us go over the facts. We have the sabotaging piled. The body of the deceased was mutilated up to death. It is likely the nature of injuries would have proved very useful to investigation, and the perpetrator concealed them for that very reason. Someone sabotaged the workload cogitator so that it would be harder for us to find the victim's partner, who might have informed a valuable investigation. Instead of the murdered man's partner, we were given a fool. One who thoroughly incriminated himself first, then admitted that Captain had to put him up to it. And she pales with fear. And who was guarding the body? It was I relieved her when I came to inspect the corpse, but then it had already been cut up. Corpse was already looking like that when it came under my purview, but I could not let the name of the enforcer who discovered it. The deck was such a mess that I decided to deal with it later. We had access to a work log. The tech priest did not let anyone near the cogitator. They seemed to have tried to prevent the enforcer investigation. Were you there the entire time? Yes, ma'am. Since the start of the watch, I went there right after I handed over the body to the client. The other time I stepped away to relieve the data slate from my quarters, I left the watchman, but he went missing. Most likely one of the officers did not realize he was on duty and sent him off on some errand, but I was only gone for a few minutes. Very convenient, a missing entry, data slate misplaced against regulations. I don't understand how I could have forgotten it. I always check my gear when I go on duty. One of the Heretic complained that the Enforcer had taken away his pass in the room with the others, then it was a man, then it wasn't her, just one of her accomplices. Will you give the name? Shut your mouth, nothing has been proven yet. Her claims that you coerced him into lying about himself. What do you have to say? I may have conducted the preliminary interrogation, like so many who requested my assistance because of experience dealing with the rabble, but I swear there is no truth in the accusation against me. I have never threatened his family. I certainly did not force him to lie and draw his heretical signs. I barely even remember his face. I may have interrogated him before, but it was someone else who put him up to this. It is judging alone. Why is that? Because I can handle... Because I can handle the single laundryman. Being knocked around by an enforcer wearing a ring. Let us see your hands. Enforcer takes off their gloves, but not one of them is wearing a ring. However, you do find a small mark on Joe's little finger, as if it had been wearing some sort of brand on it for a long time. Are you no longer wearing your family ring? I gave him a bloodthirsty scowl. Not on duty, and certainly not in compartments full of detained rabble. Behind the armor of affected resistance, his thoughts ooze grimly hues, like blood mixed with amber. It looks vile. Ooh, this is not looking good for my people. All the evidence points to you. You're charged with certain. Let's go with that. We'll give you one chance to retain your last shred of honor and confess. You sabotaged the investigation. Why? Is it not obvious? Smugly arches an eyebrow. To expose the conspiracy myself and to prove your incompetence to his lordship. To take the place I actually deserve. For years I toiled for the good of the dynasty, but when the former Master at Arms was killed, I was refused any promotion. Instead, they gave the position to you, a self-serving sourback nit. I guess the noble name means more than talent. When the crime occurred, I realized it was my chance to show what I was worth. While you were busy dallying, I quickly learned the name of the suspect, diverted the course of the investigation, an easy enough task, and began looking for the real Gwendon. Had I found him in time, your position would have already been mine, Jocasta. Simply listen to yourself, and you will understand why they made me Master at Arms. Lord Captain, I request permission to dispose of this refuse personally. Were you really hoping you could deceive the Master at Arms and me? Oh, I don't know. I had every chance, but you were shrewder than I expected. My little trick with the body did work. You still don't know who was behind it, but I have already figured it out. I hid Godwin from you by damaging the cogitator and delivering you a fake, an idiot willing to incriminate himself out of fear. I even prepared a contingency plan in case he cracks to make sure he would blame someone else. Yes, there were a couple of slips-ups, but must admit it was a solid attempt overall. Why frame her? A backup plan. You always need someone to blame if you make mistakes. I could have framed Klein, but that young upstart was already galloping through the ranks too fast and was clearly aiming for my station. Besides, she and her thick-witted subordinates were always right where I wanted them to be. You do not seem to fear punishment. With all due respect, your lordship, I am an enforcer. I have looked death in the eye and will accept the judgment with dignity. Ooh, what's this? Collective shield strength and evasion I increase. The gruesome execution was increase the diligence of both enforcers and those who have entrusted. The crews of the engine's shields modulate now work hardest to the fear of punishment. Fuck. Why doesn't anything else give me something? You're a lion blacker, and I commend you for your intelligence. I have no need of such forces, but I could use another spy. You will sow confusion among my rivals for the good of the dynasty. Yes. Damn it, I want to do this one, but I don't want dogmatic either. Damn it. Justice. I mean, a spy could be nice. As a conservative, you would be devoted and to become an initiate at the shrine. Commend you for your intelligence. I have no need of such enforcers, but I could use another spy that could sow confusion among my rivals for the good of the dynasty. I do kind of want that shield buff. shield, 5% shield strength and evasion. I mean, it's only 5%, but still 5% of 100's 5. Then 10 at 2. 20 at, escalating. If people were watching, I could ask. I don't want that one, though. That could have some things pop up in the future. Damn it. That one sounds really good. I'm gonna go with that. Thank you for your high praise. I am grateful for your opportunity to prove my usefulness to you, albeit under unusual circumstances. Unfailing, polite, and converse. Yeah, having a spy screwing with my enemies would be well. Let's take care of the traitor. Now let us proceed with interrogating the Pipe Warden. Oh, God, right, there's more! The Pipe Warden does his best to remain reverently bowed, which points to a rather comical picture given your formidable height and complexity. He lowers his head, tagging at his beard. Senior Pipe Warden, an honor to serve. I am ready to confess everything. Well, I am, and I'm proud of it. Pipe Warden, hard at work. Necessary, I oversee the water supply. Indicates the himself is also confirmed by the other workers. And why did you fill my bath with blood? This was Bloodspun commanded. I did as the Bloodspinner commanded. She said the Emperor gave the first Bloodspinners a sign that your lordship should be bathed in the blood of poor Otto, my brother, my partner, and I, well, servants of the death are terrifying, so I obeyed. That is not what I was expecting. Are you talking about Vizier of the Bloodspin Web? Yes, that's him. He leads the death cultists, the lot who worship the Emperor by killing. His spinners hunt down heretics, but sometimes they take righteous lives too. Their service is mysterious, fervent, and bloody. If they ordered it, there must have been a reason. The Undying One must have revealed something to him that we are ignorant of. What a shocking turn of events, Jocasta. The Inferni are innocent. Who could have seen that coming? Could it be that you were wrong to brutalize and humiliate my people? Did not expect an apology. I was doing my duty. You can play victim all you want, but I haven't forgotten the circumstances under which your blasted clan came to in the ship, considering every strike upon your back's a reminder. Words about your clan? It's a story of long day past, one that Mistress Salbeck greatly enjoys reminiscing herself. My ancestors committed a trespass against your ancestor and were made inferning as punishment. It'll be sure to tell you some other time. What's conceded, the story can wait. Did you kill your mutant partner? I didn't kill him, and I didn't know he was a mutant. I don't know. Always got along, even if he wasn't much for talking, but then a bloodsmitter came from the darkness, ended him quickly, but harshly. She bled him dry and put a black feather in his throat. She told me to pump blood into the pipes, and then she left. I wanted to confess, but I was afraid she'd come for me too. Yeah, and as you will. Your Lordship, if I may ask, what happens to me now? I never meant to anger you. I thought I was doing a separate world, but here we are, simple man, I know pipes. Act as a true surveyor, I was provided you with the best ocular implant for your work. You were deceived in becoming an appliance, I want to punish you. Yeah, he was just doing his duty. Give him a new eye. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Your Lordship, I'll serve you faithfully. Yeah, a new eye will help you do your duty much better. Dominic, willed to see me, and so I have. Respectfully. Let the deeds be weighed. Investigation established that the Bloodspun Web orchestrated an attack on the Lordship by means of pouring unholy blood into his bath. This affront knows the truth, so it was done, for so I did well. It was no affront, but a prophecy. For my hands so divine, unsullied martyrs offered their souls and bodies for an imperishable embrace. I gazed into the red rivers of the smouldering lives, and I did see a roiling unclean staining the bays, reaching for the anointed Lord of the Ark. In my apprentice's last sighs, I heard the Undying One's whisper. For the aid, know the truth, right, Emperor of Mankind. He bid me bathe the dormant in the blood of he who must go, and they who have been righteous, for this will shield the dormant and strengthen his body against the roiling unclean. I obeyed. You hear laughter. You were wounded by the corrupt web. So the warp is laughing. You hear and then inside your head, the Emperor bid him. The old fool sacrificed his disciples to read their flesh, blood, and bones. He wants to see the Course Emperor's revelation in the tangled happenstance. He is so desperate that he invents omens for himself. Did you claim that you did it? Who was he? What do you mean by royally unclean? He did not reveal, but it is corruption itself. It often offends him. He tastes as sweet as fetid waters in old pipes. The promises are the deception of the enforcer's smile. Its face is elusive. Who was he? I know not. I heard only the name, and I knew he must go. Yes, we need no more knowledge than that. Situation is clear. The Emperor has sent the portent. Basically, they did their duty. The Monk has drawn attention to the mutant in a way that could be not ignored. The sued tactic, if the threat is indeed as great as believed. Will no face the British. If you think that details will save you from image. Well, you know, they did as they were bade, and there's clear. The mutant part is the most important part. Be that as may, we have hit a dead end. Cyberbags, the investigation must continue. Find the mutants breeding on my ship. The investigation must continue, but no spinner or brave warrior from the dominant circle can find the roots of the unclean, for it can appear as human and act as human, only its thoughts betray its vile nature, only its thoughts are never human. Whis, is it unclean thoughts that we need to find? Very well, let Whis find them. He knows no matter how badly he wishes that the rest of us forget about it. Vani Zakuri is a fearsome hunter when he hunts the flagship whales, when he thinks my teeth creak, and I can feel pain as if I am young again. But his power is great indeed. He can hunt down our prey. How can the choir master of the astropath be of use to us? If I'm wrong, but it seems that not everyone here is as eager to leave this to matters of Whis. I would say that one last eager will be least eager himself. Last time his efforts caused some severe warp manifestations. The ritual truly is perilous. Not to put a fine point here, Whis nearly destroyed the ship back then. Incidentally, we have multiple warnings it could happen. Lady Theodora ignored him, and he reaped the results. Oh, why do I get the feeling that I know what will happen next? Over Psyker, Renly Drug can perform the ritual. The witch is weak. Death whispers for many names who will claim, if she is allowed, names whose time has to be erased is not now. Give leave to wrap up the destiny. Done, I give you leave to... And how? Oh, I should probably ask that. Ritual thought reading. The practice led him to a sample of the minds, thousands. Repeat. Something this before. Once the early means that were exposed spies on board who apparently had been in the employ of Lord Inquisitor Kalkazar. Well, the investigation's done then. We have other things to deal with. My duty will be done when the threat is eliminated. I will brief the enforcers upon your consult of Whis. Fuck me. That was like 30 minutes of constant hard reading, man. My throat's fucked up a bit. My throat is fucked up a bit. Damn, dude. Damn. That was a lot of reading in a fucking investigation. And my head's a little floaty too. I haven't really eaten a lot today, which is probably the reason. Probably the reason. Did I level up? I think I did. Well, let's level me up and we'll deal with everyone else later. Where am I? Wrong person, methinks. Okay, I should be able to wear heavy armor now. Where is it? This is all special. Universal, I think. Oh, Eldari weapon proficiency. Yeah, I don't need that. Come on, heavy armor, heavy armor. Melter, where's heavy armor? Do I not have access to it yet, or have I gone past it? I don't know where it is. It's like heavy armor proficiency is what it should be called. Melting armor, no thank you. But it won't be basic, it'll be among these proficiencies. I wouldn't be surprised if I just went right past it. Combat Master, dual weapon combat, dueling. Heavy weapon, heavy armor efficiency. No, I need a normal strength boost, so I can't do it yet. Wait, have I not got... Alright, I'll be here, so I need Fires of the Forge. No. Steel of the Forge, while wearing heavy armor. Kinda wish that gave me heavy armor. Sadly, it does not. Plasma weapons, well, I don't need that anymore. Damage, dodge reduction against enemies with a single target spell. Successful crit hits with a single attack increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by 20. You know, I'll probably get that eventually. Force weapons, enduring reality. Well, I'm going to hide the ones that I can't. It's not in the target's line of sight. Or the target is in cover or resistance tests are reduced. Oh, I can get extremists. I can increase my sight rating. Hell yeah, I'll take it. 34. Am I level 34? I might be. Subtle manipulations. Is there anything that increases my crit? Oh, hold up. Psychic powers are affecting. That's healing. Healing. Stack with Siphon. Each time they gain +1 second. Right, then it reduces stuff. Good idea. It will not die. Well, I haven't even got that yet. Also, yeah, I haven't got swift movements yet either. Damn. No. Now you got 4 ranks. You've got 1. Well, it's 2. She's only got 1. Good. I'll take weapons. Wait, can I take... Alright, well, we'll deal with level ups next time. My throat is fucked. I think I'm done for now. I'm gonna have to go to... I'm gonna stand over here. Because I'll be heading into the Astropathic Choir next. But yeah, I hope people enjoyed this stream. That's all I'm doing for now. Later.